splashing a color in Mill, you have to ask yourself centrally, like, what does that color do for you? What is the one payoff that you're looking to add? Historically, one of the better splashes that Mill has had was Uro, in adding green. It is just one of the most broken Magic cards out there, which is why it's banned in Modern. But now we are looking to answer that same question again after yesterday's video with Ketramose. Is Ketramose the answer we need? What does it do? Does it help us grind out in the long game? Are we trying to do something too funky? And really, we're trying to figure out, you know, is stuff like Path to Exile worth it? It's stuff like Prismatic Ending worth it? Being able to hit like Aether Vials or Ramp spells out of the Eldrazi decks, and the lifelink off of Ketramose, is that going to be able to help us grind us through in various different games? Or are we being a little too wishful and we need to stick to Dimir? Ultimately, I think Sultai does provide a couple more answers, but in this metagame in general, Mill is just having a really tough time. Not only is Energy a bad matchup, but so is Oculus, and so is the other best deck in the format, Blink. And so when it comes to struggling, it really is a tough metagame for Mill right now. So we'll see how things ultimately pan out after the, you know, kind of March BNR. For now, us Mill players will have to just, you know, maybe be a little bit more aggressive and not play to these splashes and just go hard in on the Mill. I'm starting to think like Tasha's isn't that great. Coming back to just like playing 4 Glimpses is probably better, and Tasha's being a better sideboard card. And honestly, with the amount of creatures running around in the format, is Surgical even worth it if we should just be going up on like Shoot the Sheriffs and like Eliminates and stuff in the main board? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and I hope you enjoy this interesting league. I'm just gonna put it that way. I think we're gonna mulligan this hand. I mean, we can keep, you know what, whatever, we'll try it. I'm just gonna start off on a Raffine's Tower and pass. So I start off on Hallowed Fountain into Relic. You know, let's do Hallowed Fountain into Relic. It could be a matchup where the card is completely useless, in which case I have it out and I can just pop it to Exile, or pop it to like redraw. Let's see. We got a fetch going. Okay. So they definitely don't think we're Mill at this point, which is kind of nice. There is that. The problem is if this is Blink, so we'll play the Raffine's Tower just to have access to some clean mana. I'm curious. Okay, Marsh Flats brings us back. Shadowy Backstreet. Hopefully they just keep the card on top. That'd be great. Great, and then we can just hit him with a surprise Archive Trapped. Oh, one more card Mill. Bet. Wow, so much fun. Wow, exile a card. We can do this now. Exile a card. Wow, so much fun. Wow. Exile the Marsh Flats. Let's go. Orzhov mid-range. Not the matchup I was hoping to start with, but that's okay. Not the matchup I was hoping to start with. Oh. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Ooh, baby. All right. Let's hit you with this. Let's get Polluted Delta. Polluted Delta technically is our worst fetch here, so we want to use it first, just because we don't have basic swamp anymore in this list. So we're just gonna pass it through there. We can still hold up both. We don't need the black too much. We'll just bring in an island. Play another relic. Get them to exile something. Right. And pass through. So 3 cards enter exile. They'll probably bring in Ophelia. Yep. It's fine. We just got to get the threats off the board here and we should be okay. So they get themselves a basic. Imagine they already they have another one. Yeah. Okay, so I gave them the play back. Your cards in exile right now. Ketramose, Overlord. Interesting. Are they gonna ephemerate it? That's a lot of free cards That's a lot of free cards. I imagine they might bring back Solitude here. Solitude, Flicker, and then returns Ketramose, the New Dawn. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We're opting for Ketramose, the New Dawn. Okay, yep. Now these are active. I'm very surprised. Okay. Let's do this. Yep. Just want to punch them on their lands as much as possible. Yep. What are we doing here? Solitude. Okay. We're gonna ephemerate this thing. What do we exile for that? Exile a card. Just exiling straight cards here. Yep. Just exiling straight cards. Or are you gonna flicker thing here? You're gonna ephemerate. Yep. So you're gonna ephemerate that. That's fine. So it lives. It's okay. It lives. It lives. Okay. Get back an island. Now here's the tricky thing, right? So here's the thing. Bear with me here. There is actually a world where I activate and then sack the relics on their turn, forcing them to draw a grand total of 6 cards. That might seem dumb, but it actually is a win condition if they start, you know, force bouncing the Overlord and all that stuff. It actually is a legitimate win condition. So that's the thing I have to think about here. Okay. 2 cards left in hand. 8 cards in exile that can attack and or block. Legitimate win conditions, yeah, that's fine. Overlord, losing another impending counter. What are these counters called? What tides? Oh, they're just time counters. Okay. Okay, drawing lands is not what I'm looking for, but that's okay. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna activate a bunch of stuff on their turn. This may seem really dumb, but over time, it's gonna matter. It's more cards out of their deck. This may seem really dumb, but I got a plan here. Flicker Wisp, okay. We're flickering. The Bailmark? If you flicker the Bailmark, oh lord. We're cooking if you flicker the Bailmark. Okay, I'll just lose the life, not a problem. Bring in a Watery Grave tapped. It's fine, so you're not getting that. Okay, so this is still on their turn. Let that trigger resolve. Yep. So we're gonna activate the relic. So we're gonna force them to draw here. That'll trigger the Ketramose. That'll trigger the Ketramose. Right, and then this will trigger the Ketramose twice. Problem is, well, I kind of messed up on how I did that. I don't get. There's one trigger I'm missing here. Yeah, because if I did this in response to, there's one trigger I'm missing here. That's okay. So I'm getting them to draw some amount of cards here. They can draw their cards, lose their life. Yep. So they've drawn cards. Right, that's fine. Now what I can do is this. right? This is very risky at this point, but it's just gonna have to happen. We're gonna I think Menace, that's hitting me. I'm just gonna have to hit it now. Just gonna have to hit it now. You're lying. Okay, let's cancel. So I have to target something. It's gonna have to, I think I just lose here. So no, I have to hit a non-creature. It's not about gaining life anymore. The double Ephemerate's unfortunate. It's the line I had to take. The fact that they drew double Ephemerate is beyond me, but that's fine. We'll play the Wrath. We'll play the extra thing here. Play the Crypts. So I think largely this isn't a Ketramose matchup. Probably isn't. It could be a Ketramose matchup, but I don't think so. We'll drop these. We'll drop these. And then we'll play Consigns. And we'll just play like a mill matchup. We got board wipes, we got control, and I think we just got to play like a mill matchup. I tried to get a little too cute there. I missed on one trigger of mill, but it didn't really end up mattering. I was thinking like, they're only at 2 mana. They couldn't even me. So I was getting my spells through. If I top deck like an Archive Trap, if I top deck a Fractured Sanity, heck, if I top decked a Tasha's, I had a win there. So that was the idea. I was drawing 2 cards. 3 cards actually. So by the time I got to my turn, it'd be 3. But I missed out on one trigger, and this how I would optimize that is I should have cycled one of the relics then I fetch in response to like the freaking 3 mana 3/1, and then that would actually leave 1 card in my graveyard for me to then exile to get 1 more trigger off the relic. That's how I would kind of maximize those. And then as you can see, that got 6 cards out of their deck. They draw 7, whatever. And then there's other tricky things that we can do. We found the Cling and everything, but they found double Ephemerate, so that's unfortunate, but just had to, that was really it. But to be fair, like, based on the way the crab was gonna go, like, I wasn't really winning with that. Like, I guess if I got both my crab triggers going, even if I optimized, it would have been at 9. I would have milled them down to 6. I don't know, I Cling to Dusted something, right? Like, I don't know. I Cling to Dusted something, and I needed the Cling to Dust. I mean, it's not like I could escape the Cling either. I didn't have enough cards in my yard to Cling. So I don't really know what I was clinging for. It was such a close match. It was such a close match. I was trying to use I was trying to manipulate Ketramose to my advantage. But I think ultimately this is probably gonna be our worst matchup when it comes to the modern metagame. Like, I genuinely feel like Murktide is a better matchup than this. This deck can always claw its way back, which is like the frustrating bit. Okay. Play the Oboro and pass. Fetch next turn. It's gonna have to be a white source with that. I want to make sure Wrath of God is active. So cringe. Okay, Thoughtseize. Keep our Wrath of God. Imagine they take our crab. They might take the Consign. Tasha's isn't that great. It's probably one of the cards I could have gotten rid of, but I was like, with how we've changed our sideboard to include like Wrath of God and stuff, just like, okay, we can play like a mill plan. Okay, so it looks like they are comfortable with us. And then with this, that's fine. So I'm just gonna like shock this in. Right. Just gonna shock this in. Pass. They know we have the Consign, so you have to be very careful about how you have to commit a lot of resources. Unless you have the Fatal Push exactly. All right, fine. You got Fatal Push exactly. Okay. Unfortunately, Tasha's is not going to go far here. That's the sad part. Tasha's is not going to go far. That's okay. Yeah, 6 cards is insane. Yeah, I mean, what else am I supposed to expect? I'm really just enabling Ketramose. I should, honestly, over Tasha's, I should be playing like Extirpate. Not Surgical, Extirpate. Into this. Because it also just doesn't work with our Crypt plan. Yeah, it also just does not work with the Crypt plan. Let's see what happens. Opponent, black and white, 4. What are we doing? Okay, nothing. Yeah, we're gonna flash that in. I imagine, probably. Top decks. Top decks for days. Okay, so bring in your Felia first. Bring in your Felia first. Do this now. You have a Solitude. Let's bring in a Raffine's Tower for black. Vindicate. Hey, yo, they want to destroy my lands? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'll destroy my lands now. Okay. And honestly, if they bounce a Bailmerk, we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot if they start flickering Bailmerk, because I need my Crypt Incursions enabled ASAP. I need my Crypt Incursions enabled ASAP. Thoughtseize is just... yeah, I don't know. Everything about this package is just really tough for us as a deck to really deal with. Really tough for us to deal with. Thoughtseize takes the removal. Solitude does that. Yup. Okay, and then, I mean, I don't know. I have to force them to use the Ephemerate, I guess. We will cast... counter the ETB. Sure. All right, that's everything. That's everything I got. I don't know what to tell you. That's everything I got. Yep. That is everything I got. Okay, flicker that. Yep. That comes back. Felia, yep. Brings back Solitude, nothing to hit. Go back to our turn. Archive Trap is just so useless. We're not dead, but we're kind of dead. It's not over. It's not over. I could just randomly top deck a Crypt Incursion. They could fetch here, and you know my spell could not get countered. So where there's a world, there's a way. All right, there you go. See, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Crypt Incursion could get some good value here. Crypt Incursion could get some good value with the Hellish Norn. Hellish Norn for the ETB good stuff. All right, Emperor of Bones. No fetch on their end is kind of sucky. Yep, return that, and they have lethal next turn, so it's gotta be Crypt now. It's gotta be Crypt or removal now. Path to Exile is ideal, actually. Is it? Depends on if they draw a land, but I can't play around everything. Yeah, I can't play around everything. Okay, bounce that to my... I guess this does something. I guess this does something. If they have the Ephemerate effect, then so be it. It's not over, it's not over. I'm gonna keep it pushing. Okay, shadowy backstreet. One coming in for an attack. Okay, Bailmer coming in. Oh yeah, this just flickers it on attack. Yeah, so it doesn't do anything. All right, fine. All right. I mean, yeah, I guess you have it anyway. All right, GG's. Let's go to the next one. I would love to play first here and start things off. Let's keep this. Let's keep this. Oh my god, my phone needs to relax. Everybody relax. That relax. Everyone relax. Okay, I'm gonna mute those. We are going to shock in a Watery Grave and start with the Relic. And then pass the turn. Next turn we can go Hedron Crab. Pass. I feel like Relic's just like good in general into this meta right now. Like if we are up against Murktide, if we are up against you know, Breach. Okay, yeah, see, there you go. We're gonna get some type of value here. Some type of value. So we will do that. We'll do this. Yield. Okay, so it's hollow one. It's no good. That's no good. We're gonna get a Hallowed Fountain. I have to fetch shock that, which isn't great. Is that a Vengevine? Hold on. Hold on. All right, we're gonna hold the Relic. Hold on, we're gonna hold the Relic. Okay, I thought this would. Okay, we're gonna hold the Relic. we are definitely gonna hold the Relic. Okay, I was gonna path, but no, I'm not getting Vengevine. I'm not getting Vengevine. Okay, all right, okay. Tough spot for Mill right now. Tough spot for Mill right now if these are the matchups. But we got some decent like sideboard hate coming out of the board. So all right. I'm wondering if we need to bring back. There's one card that I'm thinking of right now. Hold on. I gotta like deep Scryfall this. Gain 1 life. It's colorless. It's an artifact. I think it's Memento. I think it's Profane Memento. Yeah. I was thinking about for the Blink matchup. Do we bring back Profane Memento? Is it time? Is it time for to bring back Profane Memento just to gain that incremental life? But okay, sure. So they cast that. You're dumb. You're done. I hate you. I hate you so much. Get out of here. You're not getting that. You're not getting that from me. You're not getting no Vengevine from me. Okay, that's a 0/1. That's a 0/1. Okay. Good for you. Good for you. We will start off with the Preordain. Ooh. Both of these are good. Oh, fetch, but both of these are good. All right. Put on top. Put on top. Play the island. Like the idea of hitting the thing here. Let's hit the Mako because that's mad annoying. Let's wait. Let's hit the Mako because that's mad annoying. So on your draw, let's hit the Mako. It's just in their graveyard, so. Losing a ton of life off this, which is like really annoying, but yo, honestly, unironically, if I can find a Ketramose, I'm pretty sure helps me stabilize here. Unironically, Ketramose helps me stabilize. So I kind of want to just I'm happy I hit that. I'm happy I hit that thing there. I'm happy I hit the Mako there. Holy, they're about to go crazy. Yep. I mean, I'm happy they lost that. So they still have, they put a Detective Phoenix in there, which is scary. 2 of the cards in their hand are lands. I mean, they did play a mountain though, right? Yeah, they did play a mountain. Interesting. Wait. Oh no. No blocks, no blocks, no blocks. Okay, interesting that they didn't bother just, like, you could just put a Detective Phoenix on that. I don't know. Okay. That helps. Sure, let's do that. Let's hit the Detective Phoenix with this because we need to gain some life. So I'll get enchantment out of there, which is kind of nice, and gain us some life. We will then block Nethergoyf at end step. Not end step. We'll block and then fetch. Then cycle the thing. Sure. So they still have the Scalding Tarn in hand. They'll Blood Crypt. Yo, like, oh my god, it's like you need so much graveyard hate. Oh my god, you need so much graveyard hate in this metagame right now. Okay, fair enough. Hollow one it is. Hollow one it is. Okay. Yeah, without mainboard crypt, it's so tough. So we're gonna block here. Barely survive at 1. Yep. We can't even fetch. Barely survive at 1. Cycle this. Ketramose is too late. Way too late. Tasha's is not even a viable card right now. But I'll do it regardless. Tasha didn't do anything. Tasha's actually winning me this game would be insane. Mathematically, I don't think it works. Yeah, okay. All right. Anyway. Honestly, I kind of do just want to like run it back the same way. Just minus the surgicals. Bring me... Hold on. I need all this. Crypt. And then we'll drop the Tashas. Bring in Path. Bring in Wrath. That's it. We just go hard on that. Like, Ketramose is actually good here. Yeah, Ketramose is actually good here. Let's see if we can't bring it back. Let's see if the Esper Splash can't work. But yeah, Profane Memento. This is a card that I was thinking about potentially bringing back. But it might be too cute, you know? Not enough actual gusto in the current modern meta. Okay, we will keep this. So we're on the play. I'm going to go fetch blue with Polluted Delta and just get out the Relic. I think that's what I have to do. I just have to get out the Relic. We begin with 7. They begin with 7. I'm an idiot. I clicked the wrong one. Regardless, we're going to get an island, play Relic, and bada bing, bada boom. That's it. It's Mr. Worldwide when I step in the room. Barbarian Ring. Okay. All right, not bad. We got some time, I see. So we will start off here. I think I just have to hold this up in the chance that I need to use Relic. I think I just need to hold this up. Sure. Opponent, Faithless Looting, draw 2, discard 2. They're thinking about it. You got 9 cards in hand. You're thinking that deep? Come on now. Maybe your mistake was you didn't play a land first. No, your madness is more important. I mean, it is 0, I should say. Madness is easier. Vengevine. Sure. Blazing Root while it is. Sure. See, I gotta exile the graveyard. Yup. You got like one hollow one. What do we got? Plays Blood Crypt. You can cast Hollow One. Yeah, you can cast Hollow One. Oh, Detective Phoenix is so interesting. Okay, Detective Phoenix is so interesting. Okay. We'll get a Raffine's Tower. We have our pick of the things here, so that's coming in as a 3/3, potentially a 5/3 every turn. Like, and then even if I exile it, like, it might actually have to be the move, unironically. So I have to fetch shock for this. This might be too aggressive, but I want to draw cards. It might be too aggressive, but I want to draw cards. Can Ketramose bring me back, or is it too late? And is me taking this damage a little too much? Is this too much wishful thinking? Now, granted, this thing, you know, next turn is going to be able to make some magic happen. But is it too late? Because Detective Phoenix is coming back at least one way here. Just hope they don't have like more lands and stuff. Starts getting real scary. Because honestly, if they enable the Detective Phoenix, that's more cards being exiled. That's just more cards being exiled if they use it. Because that means this can attack and block. So if they have like another haster coming in, to be fair, this has flying. I'm talking about, I don't know. Enable a Vengevine somehow. Yo, that's not good. Not being able to attack or block with that is no bueno. And a 5/6 though. Yeah, and then a Detective Phoenix is gonna come in and give that thing haste. But then it enables the Ketramose. So that is one benefit. It enables the Ketramose. We just gotta keep attacking. Okay, looks like that's what they're doing. They'd be smart to take their creatures, knowing that I potentially have like a Crypt Incursion. But I need to draw a lot. I need even a cast Crypt Incursion here. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Okay. I mean, okay. I'm at 1, but Ketramose can attack, so that's one thing. Let's Preordain first. Try and find a Crypt Incursion. Ooh! Ooh. That's gotta mean something. It's gotta mean something. Ooh. Now what we can do is first I have to attack. Let's just get our lifelink in. Let's get our lifelinking Ketramose in. Then we can Crypt Incursion. So this'll actually, I'll lose 1 life still for this. But we'll always yield to that trigger and we draw a path. Ooh, baby, that top deck Crypt. Ooh, baby, that top deck Crypt. Let me tell you that top deck Crypt. Ooh, okay, Preordain. Ooh, feeling good about Preordain. Right now. Okay, Ketramose just might take me to the promised land here. We're gonna be gaining some incidental value on the draw from it. Thing's got Menace too, so you gotta have 2 blockers for it. Yeah. He's got Menace too. Creature Spell's got Haste. Creature Spell's got Haste. What are we coming in with Haste for? Yo, I'm blocking with this Ruin Crab. I don't know what to tell you. I'm blocking with this Ruin Crab. Yo, they don't want that. They don't want that. No, they don't want that. They don't want that. Come on. Hit me with the real spice. Hit me with that not modern legal spice. That not modern legal spice of Arena of Glory, tap that red Goblin Engineer, Grindstone, play a land, play a... Yo, just hit me with it. Just hit me with it. Just hit me with that good stuff. All right, we got a crap ton of mana. Okay, 4 mana. It's a lot. That's... Oh, and we're using that hasty. Why are we exerting this? Why are we exerting this? Why did we exert the Arena of Glory for that? What? Why did we exert the Arena of Glory for that? Yo, are we grinding with Ketramose? Are we grinding with Ketramose though? Problem is they go back on the play next turn around. Okay. Interesting that they don't want the Mako. Fair enough. Okay. Hollow one. Yeah. All right. A fair amount of damage. 13 damage is fair. Preordain first. On top. Let's play a crab. Let's play a crab. Let's Field of Ruin. This is so close to just winning the game, but it's not winning the game. And then we hit this because that doesn't untap. We get our basic planes. Mill some more. Right? Then what we do is we path the Nethergoyf. Hold on. We Archive Trap. Right. We're so close here. So we attack with the Ketramose. And we attack the Nethergoyf. Problem is... I only gave them 1 Phoenix, but still. We path the Nethergoyf. Lose 1 life. They don't have access to black anymore. That's the key. But I draw off Ketramose. Oh, I was going to say Archive Trap would be crazy here. Okay, so this way... 5, 7... They still don't have lethal on me. Unless they draw, like, Bolt. Like, they can Detective Phoenix the hollow one. And if they don't, then I can hit it. It's just like it's significantly less damage than what I have to deal with. Ketramose, honestly, Ketramose has kept me in this game. Ketramose has kept me in this game. It's just they've managed to draw like repeated bangers. Truly repeated bangers. The fact that this Detective Phoenix was also the last card milled out of that Archive Trap. A little unfortunate, but that's okay. That's okay. So the Arena of Glory is top down. Right? The Arena of Glory is top down. You're not bringing anything with haste necessarily. Yeah, so you can bring that in as a 6, 8, 11. Oh, do they have lethal? Did I actually miscount this? Yeah, there is no way. I just needed to not mill them. I guess that was the idea. I just needed to not mill them, and then I'll be fine with Ketramose. Yeah, they had the lethal. I miscounted. I thought I was like still alive by 1. I miscounted, alas. Yeah, I just needed to not mill them. Oh well. Going first again. Oh lord. All right, we'll keep it. We got a Preordain, so we got a Preordain some removal. Start off on a tap land, and not bad. I'm hoping we can have a better showing for Ketramose. Hoping this deck there'd be something going for it, but we're just coming up against some really tough matchups. To be fair though, that's not much of a criticism, in the sense that a lot of the matchups that we've been coming up with are just like ones that exist in the metagame. Like right now we're against Eldrazi. The last one we were pretty close with. We were so close with that one. All right, let's try and find a not that one. We're gonna keep our path up. Let's let's put that on the bottom, that on top. That way we can slam Ketramose and then maybe get something going from there. I have to be very careful about what I'm pathing to, because we know this is Eldrazi ramp. I mean, this is Eldrazi ramp. So we're just gonna get Ketramose out and pass the turn. So far, I played no mill spells. That is the big benefit of that, but they are going big here. I'm just going to try and mill 7 cards. I milled 8. Beautiful. I milled 8. All right. I've done a lot. I feel like I've done a lot. I've milled 8. Okay. Karn the Great Creator. I love it. Beautiful. That means Karn dies here. Snaring Bridge, that means Karn dies here. Oh my god, it's so good. Let's go to attacks. Let's attack Karn. I love how they need to use that for Ensnaring Bridge. It's actually like literally the best case scenario. So let's take Emrakul out of your access. Make sure you cannot access that anymore. Let's bring in a Plains, because next turn I may just want to Tasha's and path something. Okay, so they have their green, which is, this is where things get a little tough. Like, I'm giving them access to that, potentially meaning sowing Myco spawn. It's come my way. But they can't pay, they need 6 mana to pay for the whole trigger thing, so. Bridge doesn't do anything. You still have 8 cards. That's the thing. Bridge doesn't do anything. Yeah, bridge unironically does do nothing. Okay. That was like the weirdest way to pay for that, but okay. That has to be the weirdest way to pay for that. So you're gonna tutor for a land, gonna tutor for another forest, which is fair. Nothing. Okay, so we're not gonna path here. We're just gonna get our value off the Ketramose. Let's path this first and see what we draw. Okay. Unfortunate. We will hit them with this. Our literal worst. Our worst spell that we could have against them. That's what we're finding. Okay. Yo, they're at 12. I got a clock on them for some way, somehow. I got a clock on them. Okay. That is something I can Prismatic Ending. I will say. That is something I can Prismatic Ending. Not much else in this deck I can, so. Echo Spawn it is. What are we hitting? Okay. Okay, Temple it is. And then we'll pass right through. Thin our deck a little bit. Grab Hallowed Fountain tapped. Go back to our turn. That's kind of nice. So we'll do this. Let's bring this in. We can just hit this for 2. See what that does for us. We're drawing something. That's kind of nice. Then we can play this tapped, mill them for 6. I mean, this is another one of these examples where Ketramose takes a commanding position against the slow deck. Like, we can get it out. I mean, this is, to be fair, this is just like, this was the Ketramose hand, you know? This was the Ketramose hand. Eventually, they will be able to deal with the Ketramose. Unfortunately, I can't go higher with my Prismatic. I can't go higher. Not currently. If they Blood Moon me, there's a... no, I can't go higher. I don't have basic Swamp. 3 is where I'm stuck at. So I can start casting some big things. 3 Eldrazi Temples need some big things. Ketramose is being blocked. Unless they have some way to, like, exile it. That's also a possibility. It's a lot of mana. Ooh. Okay. All right, it's a lot of chumps. That's a lot of chump blocks. That's a lot of chump blocks. What did we do with? Oh yeah, we destroyed and created spawns. Yeah. Oh lord. Okay. You're gonna exile my own Ketramose? You're gonna exile my own Ketramose? You're crazy for that. Okay, no blocks here. You're gonna exile my own Ketramose because that is the correct thing. Blue and black, prismatic my Ketramose. Oh god. Okay, fine. Yeah. There go. Goodbye. There goes my Ketramose. No. Okay, fine. That actually triggers on itself. I love that. That actually triggers on itself. So the Hedron Crab, so you can play the Flooded Strand, you can Hedron Crab trigger myself. Okay, so you're okay. I mean, I get the, I respect the hustle, but maybe mill me first. Maybe mill me first. So Preordain. Do you even want to cast Preordain? I don't even know. Definitely cast that. Yeah, search for nothing. Refuse to search. Yep. Fail to find. Cast everything in my hand. Yep. It's a good way to ruin my time. Path isn't a bad card to keep. It gets rid of the Myco spawn, but you know. Okay, yeah, you know, put a land in my hand. That's fair. I love that. I absolutely love that. Let's do this now before I get burned again. And let's play Ketramose the New Dawn. And let's play this. Get an island and then pass. That's it. I got a Ketramose. I got a Ketramose. It should be able to keep me alive for a little bit. A little bit. Got flying too. Come on now. So annoying. That's so annoying. Yup. Unfortunately, they still have lethal the turn after. All of that to still just lose to Eldrazi. Truly, all of that to still just lose to Eldrazi. Is it time? Is this just a showcase of how I need to just put Ketramose away? Like this would have just been better served as a glimpse or something. Is it exile? You can exile an oh, is this not an enchantment? Yeah, alright, fair enough. Okay. I actually thought this was an enchantment, but okay, fair enough. Those are just the original gods. 18 cards. Oh lord. So, I mean, yo, y'all got lethal. There's nothing I'm doing. Wow. All of that just to lose to Eldrazi. I mean, the long game, if I'm trying to play long game against Eldrazi, like, what else am I expecting here? We are going to definitely drop Tasha's. We are going to bring in some Path Exiles. I think surgicals aren't that bad, all things considered. I think I'll drop a cling. Maybe drop like 2 prismatics. And then we bring in the Consign to Memories. Maybe just drop prismatics all together and just play this for the board wipe. Call it there. Surgicals aren't bad. Surgicals aren't bad. I definitely don't want to play Tasha's, but then I have no way to like enable thing. Maybe that's not what I want to be doing. It's probably just not what I want to be doing this matchup. Just bring in the Tasha's. At the end of the day, it enables a Ketramose. I think this is how we're gonna play it. It's pretty bad, but at least we got 4 Consign. Yeah, at least we got 4 Consign. Okay, we're gonna start off on the Raffine's tower. Just get that out of the way. I don't think we need to be countering the ramp spell that they might play on turn 1. Yeah, we'll just play the Raffine's tower and pass. Hopefully Consign can take us there. Opponent. Going to their turn. What do we got? Ugin's Labyrinth. Yup, we got ourselves a soul land. No ramp on 1. Just what I like to see. Shall Preordain. Both of these spells not bad. Keep the Archive Trap. Keep the Archive Trap. Ooh. Green, you say? Okay. We'll play that and we will pass the turn. Nothing for us to do. Nothing for us to do. Except counter magic cards. Okay. I think I will cycle one of these. We'll cycle one of these before we fetch. Increase our odds a bit. Yep. We're just gonna K command. I mean, definitely countering that. I don't know what you think this is. But you're not getting that for free on me. Or draw a card. Draw land, please. I mean, I can do this, and I can do this, and I can pass the turn. Let's activate here. Pass through. I don't want them to play a Micro Spawn. They search their library, you know? Get out of here. Why are you casting these dumb spells? Like, why are you casting these dumb spells? Sure. 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 All right. It's getting ridiculous. It's not gonna lie, it's getting ridiculous. We're gonna exile everything. Okay. We need to find a... Okay, I'm just gonna keep the Consign because it's a counter spell. It's actually getting kind of ridiculous. Nah. Like, it's, you know what? I'm just as mad as you, opponent. Like, I'm just as mad as you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just as mad as you. I am truly just as mad as you. All right, it'll have to do. At some point, I need to put stuff into their graveyard. Okay, pass right through. 29 cards. Gone through all these cards the slowest way possible. All right, Utopia Sprawl. So they definitely just top deck that. Card I can't cast. Okay. All right. Oh. Blue mana. We will pay white for that. Yeah, search your library. For a spell. We will archive trap you. Give me a fractured off the top. Give me a fractured off the top, please. Hit you with that. Everything go bye-bye. Everything go bye-bye. Need a white source? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's I don't believe anymore. I don't know. My mana base is giving up on me. My mana base is eroding. Please, I have found one fetch land. I found one fetch land. Please. My mana base, please, I'm begging you. They're gonna put the freaking World Breaker into their hand and it's gonna be like the end of the world. No, they're gonna take my black source. Okay. And they're gonna tutor. Yes, no. Sanctum of Ugin. Sanctum of Ugin reveals another World Breaker. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to the homies. Rest in peace to the homies. No. It's just, please. I just want the deck to work for 2 seconds. It's like I can't even show off Ketramose if it won't work on average. Like, I don't even know. Oh my god, please. This is awful. This is actually suffering. I'll play the other one. Yeah, what are we targeting? That's fine. Yeah, you don't want to hit the Oboro. I return that. All right. Okay, I'm not dead, but I'm dead. Like there's still a chance. Like I could still top deck like a Fractured Sanity or something. Watch, I'm gonna top deck the Tashas. This is where I top deck Tashas, and it's not gonna win me the game. Oh my god, what a miserable game. Too little, too late. GG's. Opponent goes first. I'll try this hand out. Double archive trap. They fetch. Maybe I can get something funky out of them. Let's see. It's just a shocked in, blocked in, rocked in, locked in. I mean, we got 3 lands at least, so okay. Let's go good. This could go anyway. Steam Vents, still a pretty wide open shock in this metagame. Still a pretty wide open shock. It does narrow some of the options, but you know, still a wide open shock. Let's see what happens. Can we actually pull out a win? So far, Ketramose has just gone to show me that it's not the most ideal thing in the world. Okay, I would love it if my opponent played fetch lands. I don't know if my opponent does that. I don't know. Might be a foreign concept for them, but let's see. May just be a foreign concept to them. Let's just play this out. Relic of Progenitus. Let's keep it going. What do we got? Is this some type of like control deck? Some type of control deck, in which case I don't need Ketramose. Again, that seems to be the theme of this league. We don't need Ketramose. Because I can just play the surgical game and take out all their threats if it's some type of like hard control deck like Jeskai. But they're playing Polluted Delta, which kind of tells me, okay, maybe not. Maybe this is like some type of Grixis mid-range or Grixis control. But Grixis mid-range and they play nothing on turn 1, turn 2? Interesting. Play a Polluted Delta, bring in a... Got our 1 black source. I don't need it. We'll bring in a Hallowed Fountain. Play an island. Let's just do it. Let's just throw it out there. I don't know what I'm up against. Haha, we're mill. We. I don't know. We're mill. We're mill. Okay, fair enough. All right, I got something to counter. Got something to hit there. Surgical. Do you have force negation? Come on, force that. I know you want to force that. You're so garbage at this game. I know you want to force that. I know you want to force that. I know you want to force that. Opponent, why are we thinking this hard? Why are we this mad? Show chat. What are we saying? Ah, damn. I was not sober enough when I built this deck to play versus a streamer. No worries. You may just beat me here. Play against a streamer. Streamer. You may just beat me here. Surgicaling my surgical. Fair enough. Surgicaling my surgical. Okay, exile that from your graveyard. Oh lord. Polluted Delta. Okay. Okay, no fetch. I mean, now that they know we're mill, no fetch. So, fetch until they have to. Island, steam vents. Okay. Nothing here, eh? Okay, we're just gonna... Okay, I'll throw out one Ketramose. Throw out one. Counterspell. Seem to have like all this interaction. Like all of this interaction. Insane to me. The Ketramose resolves. We are going to just hit him with an archive trap. Right, we're just gonna... It's a trap, one might say. Yes, yes. Shieldred's Edict and Toxic Deluge. Brain Surges. Wow, what are we playing against right now? Interesting. Deuce. What? What? The brew. Toxic Deluge does answer the Ketramose, though. I will say, uniquely positioned to answer the Ketramose. Okay. We will do this. There it goes. We got something. Oh my god, you're lying. Let's go, Ketramose. Let's go. Let's go, Ketramose. Let's go. What are we playing against? Maybe I should have waited just for all that to resolve. Okay. I don't know what we're playing against, but I'm gonna take out the Ketramoses. I'm gonna take out the Ketramoses. We're gonna take out the Relic. I'm just gonna play like a hard surgical plan. And Tasha's and I don't know, one relic. I don't know. Yo, yeah, we're just gonna run like that. I'm gonna take out the Ketramose. They can keep in their Toxic Deluge. I do not think the Ketramose will be relevant. They're playing some type of meme. If they keep their Shieldred's Edicts and stuff in there, they're using that on our crabs. I honestly should board out a crab. The problem is I just don't have enough to bring in. I don't have enough information as to what they're doing. So there's something to be said about like, I kind of over swung it there. But yeah. Let's see here. Big 60 boy. Sure, we'll keep it. It's not bad. It's not bad. We'll start off on an island, and then we'll hit them with the Preordain. All right. See if we can find an archive trap. See if we can. We cannot. Put that at the bottom. Put that on the top. I don't mind another Preordain. I do not mind. Okay, Scalding Tarn fetches Undercity Sewers. Undercity Sewers keeps on top. Ooh, fancy. Fancy, fancy, fancy. Field of Ruin. What are we running here? Thoughtseize. I hate you. I mean, yo, I'm just... Nah, let them take my surgical. If it's that important, let them take it. Thoughtseize is it. Thoughtseize it is. Thoughtseize it is. Thoughtseize it is. Take my crab. Fair enough. Preordain to find something relevant. You gotta be lying. You gotta be lying. We're gonna shock in a Hallowed Fountain. We're gonna Preordain for the 3rd time. We gotta stop digging for Preordains. Okay. Put on the bottom, put on top. Nothing has shown me I need creature removal so far, and I might regret that. But I'm gonna keep some redundancy about me. Okay, Hail Mary here randomly. I'm just gonna hit the Scalding Tarn. I don't know why, I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna do it. Look, you know what? We're down 0-3 in this league. I might as well do something funny. We're down 0-3 in this league. I might as well just do... Nephalia Drownyard is crazy. That's an unhinged thing. Stock up. Slaughter games. We're gonna pass the turn. And I don't know. I think the only win condition is the Nephalia Drownyard. I think it's legit the Nephalia Drownyard. Is Nephalia Drownyard the only win con? Like, I see the Nephalia in hand. Is that the only win con? You don't, yeah, I mean, okay. Maybe I missed something, but okay. Surgical mills them. I mean, I guess. Sure, I guess. Are we gonna Field of Ruin me, or? I don't quite understand, but okay. They're saying it's a tough one, but if I take out Nephalia, how do you win? I mean, it's not a good deck, but anybody on very polar game plans is kind of fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Maybe I should have looked deeper. I'm kind of confused. What's the win condition? Kind of confused. Fair enough. Okay. Stock up. Let's... I mean, stock up is like the card that everyone's been talking about. I ordered a couple copies of these for like Commander, but the card's really cool. Card is really cool, I will say. Just take this Nephalia out now. Let's do that. So it's just like a hard control deck. Get their deck like lower than mine, and then that's all this is about. But your Amulet Jeskai control matchups are pretty decent. That's what they're saying. Okay, so I'll get a Plains. Use stock up. 6 cards. Honestly, Ketramose might actually unironically be pretty good as another clock, but I don't know. The fact that like Fatal Push is in there kind of, well, I don't know. Managed to steal it game 1, but let's see. Montan. Before it untaps to me, I probably should tap the Relic at least. I really want to get that force negation. I really want to get the forces out of their hand. I really do. I want to play his mountain. On the Rune Crab, sure. I will relic myself. I will relic myself. Hit the Rune Crab. You can't have that. No, you want to kill it. You gotta fatal push it. Yep. Yeah, you wanna surgical that. You gotta hit that. Right. We are going to honestly extirpate the freaking thing. Okay, the shock in the Watery Grave. Let's extirpate this now. So no interaction. Hit the surgical. Hit the surgical. Get that out of there. Now that I kind of know what they're trying to do. They just got all force negation. So yeah, they are just surgical dot deck. That's all this is. Additional cost, you may collect evidence 6 to all creatures. Search on his hand for any with that card name. Exile. Yeah, it's just surgical dot deck. This is like so interesting. Okay. Demolition Field, Nephalia, Drownyard. Yeah, it's just surgical dot deck. Okay. So it's just hard counter spells. Hard counter spells. Hard rock. Hard dudes. Hard music. Wow. Check that out, folks. A spell that I will never resolve. Although, once I try and get it down once. Brain Surge. Your library in any order. They just have mad interaction. Okay, that's fine. I'll take those forces out of there. Don't worry, I'll take those forces out of there. Got surgicals out. We're keeping things simple here. Don't tell me you have the freaking slaughter games. That's tough. Slaughter is tough. Slaughter games is tough. Slaughter game's actually mad tough. Archive trap, fair enough. Okay, so they're just gonna take our spells, but they need to like bounce this to get good value out of this. So yeah, like sure, my archive traps are gone, but I still have like plenty. Still have plenty of spells. So they know what's in my hand right now. They know if they go for that force, I'm hitting it all. Like if I just hit the slaughter games, what's their win condition? They're at pretty much less cards than me. I just play Drago. If I just hit the slaughter games, they can't do anything. Yeah, what do you do if I hit the slaughter games? You know what's in my hand. Oh, they're gonna self-extirpate. Yo, I did not. Yeah. Good for you. Fair enough. I was not thinking about that. I will say. I will cycle. I was not thinking about the self-extirpate on that. Let's hit. Let's not hit Extirpate. Let's draw a card. I like Crab. Let's pass the turn from there. Okay. I was not thinking about Extirpate on themselves, but they're playing this. Let's play this. See, this is where things got real tricky for them. So we're gonna hit him with the Polluted Delta. Once I hit slaughter games, this game has to be over. They actually have no black up. I'm just realizing. So they can't fatal push this. Yeah. GG's. All right. I don't know what I just played, but that was the game. Let's go to the final game. We're going to keep this hand on the draw. It's not ideal, but it's got a fair amount of removal. So it's doing something. It's doing something. I think this is like the ultimate question you want to ask yourself is, what is your payoff when you're like, what is your payoff when you're splashing a color? Is that payoff worth it? And there was a time when you played Sultai Mill and the payoff was Uro, and Uro is 100% worth it. Uro is a busted magic card. Uro is an absolutely broken magic card. But there's also a world where it's not that worth it. Oh my lord, right. I want safe. I want the safe route. I didn't think about the implications of playing the crab. This is me autopiloting. Another example. I could be milling them for 3, but alas. Orzhov Blink. I feel like as long as Orzhov Blink is out here, like, I don't even know how to counter it. Like, if Orzhov Blink is here, I'm just gonna path my own crab. All right, ephemerate it. Fine. It's the same effect. If I want to go, if I want to go path that, it's the same effect. Sure. As long as Orzhov Blink is around, I don't even know if Mainboard Surgical is that good. Like, I think it might be, like, even in Dimir Mill, drop Mainboard Surgical and, I don't know, just go up on removal or something. Like you don't even want to be doing any of that Mainboard. It might be where it's at. I don't know, something I've been thinking about. If Blink is all over, Blink is this popular, then it's something to keep track of. Okay, coming at me for 3. Yeah, I've lost the game. It may seem very preemptive, but I have drawn this many lands. I've lost the game. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. So we're gonna bring in Path. We're gonna bring in Wrath. We're gonna bring in Crypt Incursion, right? And then we're gonna bring in like 3 Consign and call it there. You can even drop the relics. I don't know if that's something I want to be doing, so just bring in 2 Tashas and call it. Unfortunately, this is just like a really bad matchup. I think there's a way to skew into it, and in some ways, the axis to which this deck like overpowers Mill has some parallels to the Dimir Frogtide decks. Problem is, this is a quantity style deck. Dimir does really well in the sense of like a tempo deck is a quantity and a quality deck, so it's hard to really attack it on one axis. The quality deck in this case tends to still be unfavored for Mill, but there are ways that you can attack it. You can play more board wipes, you can play more Crypt Incursions, and you can try and edge it out from there. But that's the thing, when Dimir is kind of both, obviously the quality decks, the ones that are combo based, have very few kind of key cards to it. Those are the type of matchups that you're going to shine against. But for now, looks like we're going to struggle. I can't keep this one, not in good faith. Okay, this one we'll have to do. Okay, let's drop that. Pass. We hit that turn 1 Prismatic, and we still weren't able to get there. The value that they get out of it. I wanted to try this deck too. I just feel like I would make the wrong calls. I would definitely make the wrong calls. But that's part of the learning process too. So maybe I should just go ahead and play this deck out. All right. Okay. I'm just gonna fetch out now. It's just in my favor to do so, even if they thing here. Sure. All this shrine. I mean, I'm really only looking to cast 1 non-creature spell a turn anyway. Over 2 lands, which is great. Let's got to mean something. Keep a hand with just Deafening Silence. Okay. Fatal Push. Nice. Well, Tasha's. That's just the weaker card, so you might as well just get that. Yeah, 9 cards. Great. I mean, we hit some high value stuff, I guess. 2 Overlords cannot be overlooked. Oh, right. Non-creature. Only 2. Only 2. Maybe one day I'll cast this Archive Trap. Maybe one day I'll cast this Archive Trap. Okay. Yep. Yes. I would love to grab a Plains. Go to my turn. Play an Oboro. Cast a Fractured Sanity. Playing this really smart to the point where I cannot cast my Archive Trap, but I am just like milling them cards, so that's got to be worth something. Phantom coming in for the swangs. Godless Shrine, Plains. What do we got? Opponent. What? Oh, that was a misclick. Okay, hold on now. They bring it back at end step. Why would you? I could just bounce that back to my hand. Okay. Just bounce that back to my hand. Okay. I will play out the Polluted Delta. If they have like flickered, if they're just gonna keep flickering this freaking Orchid, White Knight Orchid, then they're just gonna keep doing that, then sure. Turning that into a threat, it's gonna be really annoying. Okay, 5 damage. I should be at 17. Truthfully, I should be at 12 right now, but I won't complain. I'll go to 14. I'll take that. Let's bring in a Watery Grave. Not that we need it, to be fair, but there you go. We do need it. All right. Felia. Okay, this is a good moment for me to do this. While they don't have like the Aven. Okay, fair enough. Orcish Bowmaster did it. It is. All right. They're getting real aggressive. 2, 5, 7, 8, 9. Ping me for 1. Go to 10. Yeah. All right. I still have an opportunity here. Still have something. If they have an Aven, so there's 1 in Exile. Wisp, Recruiter, Skyclave, Aven. They definitely got one in hand. They definitely got one in hand. Let's see here. Opponent, what do we got? Opponent, what are we doing? Opponent, what are we doing? Are we managing this? Flickering the Deafening Silence? Okay. I mean, it's the same amount of... Well, no, it is 1 more damage. I lied. It is 1 more damage because the Orc army grows. Fair. The Orc army grows. Okay. I mean, seems like a pretty swift death here. It's very few things that actually Very few sequences that actually wouldn't be the oh. Okay. I guess technically their upkeep is better. Okay. Yeah, the Deafening Silence is actually like preventing me from winning this game. If they have an Aven, the Deafening Silence is actually preventing me from winning this game. Because I can't consign. Unless I'm just like oh my god, the draw is actually god tier. Okay, all right, forget me. The draw is actually god tier. It's actually an insane draw off the top. Okay, fair enough. An insane draw off the top. Okay. All right, we are cooking, folks. We are cooking. I think at this point, what they're looking to do, they might even flicker the White Knight Orchid. White Orchid Phantom. I keep calling it White Knight Orchid, but okay, White Orchid Phantom. Yep. They're just looking to come in for some damage. That's fair. It's that back to my hand. Play this. Play this. Right. That is it. That is what I can do. So we're gonna Cling to Dust a Aether Vial. Like we're just gonna try and draw a card, which will trigger the Orcish Bowmasters, but whatever. And then on their turn, maybe we can like counter an ETB or something. Like, I don't know. Yeah, we can't counter that. That's fine. Yeah, they gotta find themselves a clock, and we're just gonna continue to draw cards. That's fine. Okay. The clock increases. It just did like 20 damage on this. Like, holy. Yep. I think we might as well. Don't let it grow. Consign to memory. That'll be my spell for the turn. Oh my lord. Okay. This deck is insane. I feel like it always has it, but I mean, I shouldn't complain. I'm the one that just crypted to 69 lives. I literally gained 65 lives, so I'm not. Hey, I'll take them where I get them, I guess. So fair enough. Okay, we will attempt to prismatic this now. That should shorten some of the damage here. And we will pass right through. All right. We'll flicker, create an orc token. Right. I feel like we just need to let this go. We need to draw, so I need to escape the Cling to Dust in response here. So I need to escape Cling. I don't know, hit Ephemerate. It doesn't really matter. Exile 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yes, I'm gonna draw a card, which is gonna enable the Orcish Bowmasters, but I need to find something. I'm struggling to keep it together. I'm struggling to keep it together right now. I'm struggling to keep it together right now. Okay, fair enough. I'm struggling to keep it together. Okay. Okay. Put on top. I'll draw a card. Can I actually force a game 3 here? Please? Please, can I just force a game 3 here? Can I please just force a game 3 here? No words, just GG's. No words.